The no comply frontside 180 is a famous beginner trick in skateboarding. No ollie and no flick required. However, it's not exactly easy, at least not for everyone. It took me months to start landing this trick and was an incredible battle. There are a ton of tutorials out there, including one of my own, so today I wanted to go over and emphasize some of the tips that I found to be the most helpful when learning the no comply frontside 180, and share my favorite 3 steps to mastering this trick so that hopefully you can learn it a lot faster than I did. Tip number 1, before you even get started, the one thing you can do to really give yourself a head start when learning this trick is to get semi-comfortable riding switch or fakie. This trick lands with your body facing the opposite direction as your normal stance, so being able to push and roll, maybe tic-tac, even semi-comfortably in this switch stance will make jumping onto the board that much easier. Tip 2, make sure that you follow through with your scooping foot. Follow that tail around as it moves. Depending on your technique, the scoop can change a lot. It can be extra scoopy, extra poppy, kind of horizontal, kind of vertical. It all really depends on how you pop the board, but the one thing that you can do no matter how you scoop the no comply is follow through with that back foot. This will help keep the board under control, under your foot, and reduce the chances of it flipping. You can see how I often lose control when the board gets ahead of that back foot. But when I have my foot over it and following it, then it stays under control much better. So don't just scoop down and stop, turn that back foot in and swing it forward. Follow through with the foot. And it didn't just help me control the board either. It also helped me follow through with that 180-degree body varial and helped me get more of a scoop because my body was trying to turn 180 degrees along with it, which helped me get the scoop for the no comply as well because I was already committed to traveling in that direction with my back foot. Step 3 is to pay attention to your body weight and how you're leaning. For me, I found that I had a tendency to lean back and away from the board, so I would lean back to jump on my front foot, and I would scoop the board forward without me. However, once I really started trying to stay over top of the board, even trying to lean forward to exaggerate that lean forward, then I was able to more easily jump back onto the board as it came around. But I think the most important part is to be aware. So if you do notice like, oh, this board is kind of flying out in front of me, start to experiment. Try leaning forward. See if that helps you stay over the board more. These were 3 of my favorite tips. I think they made some of the biggest differences when it came to practicing and working on the no comply 180. But if you want a little more detail on some of the other mechanics of this trick, I will link in the description my full tutorial and a related short. But before we go, let's break learning the no comply frontside 180 down into 3 simple steps. 1, practice jumping onto the board in switch, just to build some comfort and commitment. Because if you can't do this on the ground, it'll be very difficult to commit to it when you're doing the actual trick. So just think about doing the trick on the ground. Pretend that you stepped off your board, you're turning that front foot out, you're leaning forward and jumping, following through with that back foot, just like it's the real thing. It will make a huge difference. Next, I recommend working on the nose grab variation of this trick. Practice popping the board up, turning, and stepping back onto the board until you can confidently do this while rolling. And don't worry, this is not an easy one-day thing. Even the nose grab variation of this trick can be pretty difficult. But because you're grabbing the nose, you can control the trick a lot more. So you can really work on that pop and follow through with your back foot. You get to work on jumping onto the board in your switch stance. You get to practice turning. And you have the added benefit of having fun and learning an entirely new trick. Because the 3rd step is to apply everything you've been practicing while doing the nose grab, but just drop your hand. I find that learning the nose grab variation of this trick gives new skaters a fun goal, tangible progress, and confidence while they're building up the new skills that it takes to do the actual no comply frontside 180. Especially if this trick doesn't come naturally to you like it didn't for me. So take your time, have fun, and as always, I hope you enjoyed the video.